Hi friends, in this video we are going to learn about ratio and proportion. Ratio means the quantitative relation between two amounts, showing the number of times one contains, or is contained within the other. For example, if there are 60 students in the class, of which 20 are boys and the remaining 40 are girls, then we can write the ratio between boys and girls as 20:40. In ratios it doesn't make any difference in its meaning, if we divide or multiply both the sides of the ratio with the same value. In our example, boys and girls are in the ratio of 20:40. If we closely observe this ratio, we can say that both the sides of the ratio are divisible by 20. 21s are 20, 22s are 40. That is, boys is to girls is equals to 1:2. Or we can also write it as boys by girls is equals to 1/2. If in a problem, total number of students and the ratio of boys is to girls are given, and asking us to find number of boys and number of girls, then we can easily find it using splitting method. If we add the values of both the sides of the ratio, we get 3. That means, for every 3 students, there are 1 boy and 2 girls. Or we can also say as 1/3 of the class are boys, and 2/3 of the class are girls. If we wants to find the number of boys in the class, we should multiply 1 by 3 with the total number of students, that is 60. 3 1s are 3, 3 20s are 60, 21s are 20. Therefore number of boys is equals to 20. In the same way, to find the number of girls in the class, we should multiply 2 by 3 with the total number of students, that is 60. 3 1s are 3, 3 20s are 60, 22s are 40. Therefore number of girls is equals to 40. Till now we have learned some basics of ratios. Now let us solve some problems regarding this concept. If A is to B is equals to 2:3, and B is to C is equals to 5:6, then what is A is to B is to C? Here in this problem, A is to B, and B is to C are given, and they are asking us to combine both the ratios, such that we get A is to B is to C. B is the common variable in both the ratios. We can easily combine both the ratios using this common variable B, if the values of the common variable is same in both the ratios. But if we closely observe the given ratios, the values of the common variable is not same in both the ratios. Our first target is to make the value of B equal in both the ratios. To do this, multiply both the sides of the first ratio with B's value in the second ratio, and multiply both the sides of the second ratio with B's value in the first ratio. That is, multiply both the sides of the first ratio with 5. 2 5s are 10. 3 5s are 15. Then first ratio becomes 10:15. And multiply both the sides of the second ratio with 3. 5 3s are 15, 6 3s are 18. Then second ratio becomes 15:18. Now, the value of B in both the ratios became same. Then we can write A is to B is to C as value of A, that is 10, is to value of B, that is 15, is to value of C, that is 18. Therefore A is to B is to C is equals to 10:15:18. In the previous problem we have learned how to combine two ratios. In this problem we are going to learn how to combine 3 ratios easily and quickly. If A is to B is equals to 1:2, B is to C is equals to 3:2, and C is to D is equals to 1:3. Find A is to B is to C is to D. Write A, B, C and D as shown here. Then write the values of A is to B below A and B. In the second row write values of B is to C below B and C. And in third row write the values of C is to D below C and D. After writing the three ratios, we can see some empty space below A, B, C, and D. Shift the adjacent values to those empty spaces. That is, in the first row there are empty spaces below C and D. Shift the adjacent value 2 to those empty spaces below C and D. In the second row there are empty spaces below A and D. Shift the adjacent value 3 to the empty space below A, and shift the adjacent value 2 to the empty space below D. In the third row there are empty spaces below A and B. Shift the adjacent value 1 to those empty spaces below A and B. Now multiply all the values below A. 1 3s are 3, 3 1s are 3, we get 3, write 3 below A. Multiply all the values below B. 2 3s are 6, 6 1s are 6, we get 6, write 6 below B. Multiply all the values below C. 2 2s are 4, 4 1s are 4, we get 4, write 4 below C. Multiply all the values below D. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, we get 12, write 12 below D. Therefore, A is to B is to C is to D is equals to, 3 is to, 6 is to, 4 is to, 12. Let us do the third problem. If A is to B is equals to 2 is to 3, and B is to C is equals to 6 is to 4. What is A is to C? Here, A is to B, and B is to C are given and asking us to find A is to C. We know that, we can write the ratios in the form of fractions. Write A is to B as, A by B which is equals to, 2 by 3. Same as the first ratio, write B is to C as, B by C which is equals to, 6 by 4. If we clearly observe, in the first ratio B is denominator, and in the second ratio B is numerator. If we multiply both the fractions, B's will be cancelled with each other and we remains A by C. A by B multiplied with, B by C is equals to, 2 by 3 multiplies with, 6 by 4. B and B cancelled. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2. A by C is equals to, 1 by 1. Therefore A is to C is equals to, 1 is to 1. A ball fallen from a building rises to 3/4 of the height from which it fell in its first bounce. 2/3 of the height risen at first bounce in its second bounce. And half of the height risen at second bounce in its third bounce. If the height raised in its third bounce is 6 meters, what is the height of the building? Here in the problem they have given that the ball is fallen from a building and rises to 3/4 of the height from which it fell in its first bounce. That means, if we assume the height of the building is x, then the ball rises in its first bounce is 3/4 of x. In its second bounce ball rises to, 2/3 of its first bounce. That is 2 by 3 multiplied with the height of first bounce. In the third bounce ball rises to, half of the second bounce, that is 1 by 2 multiplied with the height of second bounce. And also given that, the height of the third bounce ball is equals to 6 meters. Now, let us solve this obtained equation. 2 and 2 get cancelled, 3 and 3 get cancelled. 1 by 4 of x is equals to 6. If we take the 1 by 4 to the other side of the equation, we get x is equals to 6 multiplied with 4. 6 4s are 24. Therefore height of the building is equals to 24. Let us solve the next problem. Salary of A is equals to 2 times of B's salary, which is equals to 3 times of C's salary. If the total of salaries earned by A, B and C is 3,300, what is the salary of C? Here in this question, salary of A is equals to 2 times of B's salary. That is, we can write it as, A is equals to 2B. It is also given that 2 times of B's salary is equals to 3 times of C's salary. That is, we can also write it as 2b is equals to 3c. We got the equation A is equals to 2b, which is equals to 3c. Now let us assume that this equation is equals to the LCM of multiple of A, B and C. That is, multiple of A is 1, multiple of B is 2, and multiple of C is 3. LCM of 1, 2, and 3 is 6. So the equation is equals to 6. Then we get A is equals to 6, B is equals to 6 by 2, which is equals to 3, and C is equals to 6 by 3, which is equals to 2. By this we can write the ratio of A is to B is to C as 6 is to 3 is to 2. If we add A, B and C's share, we get 11. That means, for every 11 parts of the total salaries, C's salary is 2 parts. We can also say it as C's share is equals to 2 by 11th of the total salary, that is 3,300. 11 ones are 11, 11 300s are 3,300. 2 300s are 600. Therefore C's salary is equals to 600. Let us solve the next problem. An employer reduced his employees in the ratio of 9 is to 8, and increased the wages in the ratio of 14 is to 15. In what ratio the wage bill is increased or decreased? Here in the problem they have given the ratio of employees decreased and the ratio of wages increased and asking us to find wage bill. We all know that wage bill is equals to number of employees multiplied with wages. If we multiply employee with wage in this ratio, 9 14s are 126, 8 15 are 120. We get the ratio as 126 is to 120. 60 21s are 126, 60 20s are 120. Here if we observe the ratio, we can say that wage bill is decreased from 21 to 20. Therefore wage bill is decreased in the ratio of 21 is to 20. Let us read the next question. A person have 1 rupee coins, 50 paisa coins, and 25 paisa coins in the ratio of 4 is to 3 is to 6. If value of all the coins is rupees 420, find the total number of 25 paisa coins. Here in the problem it is given that 1 rupee coins, 50 paisa coins, and 25 paisa coins are in the ratio of 4 is to 3 is to 6, and they also given the value of all coins is 420. By the above ratio, let us assume there are 4x 1 rupee coins, 3x 50 paisa coins, and 6x 25 paisa coins. Now convert 50 paisa and 25 paisa coins values to rupee format. 50 paisa is half of the rupee. So to convert 50 paisa to rupee format we should multiply it with 1 by 2. And in the same way 25 paisa is 1 by 4th of the rupee. So to convert 25 paisa to rupee format we should multiply it with 1 by 4. It is given that sum of the value of 1 rupee coins, value of 50 paisa coins, and the value of 25 paisa coins is equals to 420. That is, value of 1 rupee coins plus, value of 50 paisa coins plus, value of 25 paisa coins is equals to 420. Let us solve this equation. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. Take 2 as the common denominator. Then we get the numerator as 8x plus 3x, which is equals to 420. 8x plus 3x is 14x, and taking the denominator to the other side of the equation we get 840. 14 ones are 14, 14 60s are 840. Then we get x is equals to 60. Total number of 25 paisa coins is equals to 6x, that is 6 multiplied with 60, 6 60s are 360. Therefore number of 25 paisa coins is 360. Let us solve the last problem of this video. Cost of two articles A and B are in the ratio of 3:4. If cost of article A is increased by 20 rupees and the cost of article B is decreased by 10 rupees, then the ratio of A and B changes to 4:5. Find the cost of the two articles A and B. Here they have given the ratio of the costs of two articles A and B as 3:4. We can also write this ratio in fraction as 3x by 4x. It is also given that, if the cost of article A is increased by 20 rupees and the cost of article B is decreased by 10 rupees, then the ratio changes to 4:5, that is 4 by 5. Cross multiply both the sides of the equation, we get 5 multiplied with 3x plus 20 is equals to 4 multiplied with 4x minus 10. 5 3s are 15x plus 5 20s are 100, is equals to 4 4s are 16x minus 4 10s are 40. Take 15x to the right side of the equation, and minus 40 to the left side of the equation, we get 16x minus 15x is equals to 100 plus 40. 16x minus 15x remains x, is equals to 100 plus 40 is 140. We got x is equals to 140. Cost of article A is equals to 3x, that is, 3 multiplied with 140, is equals to 420. Cost of article B is equals to 4x, that is, 4 multiplied with 140, is equals to 560. Therefore answer is C, 420 and 560. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you like this video. For more videos, subscribe to this channel, and click on bell icon.